Okay? This is the husband of Laibow, alright, that sits on the board that helped form this company. But wait, it gets worse. One thing that you need to understand, this idea, in case you're not familiar with my videos, of expanding global consciousness via the use of alt states of consciousness is the common theme found in all New Age and satanic beliefs and practices, to include all of them, whether it's yoga, hypnosis, meditation, remote viewing, channeling, martial arts, Kabbalah, and I could go on and on and on. These practices, friends, are spiritual poison. They not only open one up to psychic experiences, they open one up to the possibility of possession. Now, again, one of Stubblebine's closest officers, and they're still friends, I'm going to show you a picture of them in a moment, is John Alexander, Colonel John or Major General Alexander, married to an alien researcher named Victoria Lakis. Okay, now Alexander. Victoria Alexander lives in Los Angeles with her husband, John, and according to my research, is an advocate, get this, for the visionary plant called, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, ayahuasca. Now, getting back to Victoria Alexander, who is the wife, like I said, of John Alexander, and who Victoria and John are very good friends with Laibow and General Stubblebine. And I found her on the social network called meetup.com, and I'll show you her page. On another site, she's also she's a writer, from my understanding as well. There's a little question and answer section. And the question, what does metaphysics mean to you? According to Victoria, searching for reality. What Victoria Alexander is saying about this meetup group. Now get this. In 1991, I traveled to the Soviet Union with Bert Stubblebine and Laibow, MD. Okay? And so let's take a look at the picture of the four of them at a conference banquet. Take a look. Birds of a feather flock together, friends, okay? Okay, so now getting back to the question of motivation behind Laibow's claims regarding Codex Alimentarius. Some suggest it's for money. In my opinion, I think that's a good possibility, but I also think that what's going on here is a bait and switch operation, a possible attempt to lure some of the unsuspecting truthers into the dark side. And keep in mind, friends, that General Stubblebine has been engaged in pioneering research in the use of frequency for national security purposes. Are General Stubblebine and his wife, Laibow, involved in occult practices? If you're not convinced as yet, let me go over some of the links that she considers useful. Laibow makes recommendations on her website. Allow me to quote again from her site. We are very pleased to present here some extraordinary videos from Karma Healer. We would greatly appreciate your feedback, good, bad, or indifferent, on this video series. Please respond to Dr. Laibow at, and she gives her drlaibow@gmail.com with Karma Healer as your subject line. Now it goes on to say, energy transmissions videos from Karma Singh, S-I-N-G-H, or Sai, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Sit back, relax, and enjoy, it says. We present these in the spirit, and I'll add evil spirit, of experimental energetics. Let's take a look at the clip. You won't believe this.
The third transmission is the most powerful that I'm going to do with.
My understanding that Rima was also involved in UFO/abduction investigation at one time. Now, on her resume, it states that Rima was, and this is her wording, an on-air expert for the Oprah Winfrey Show. It states that Rima was, and this is her wording, an on-air expert for the Oprah Winfrey Show. Okay? I found on another site the synopsis of what happened on that show, and let me read it to you. The premise being that we maintain memories of being in the womb and also memories of our actual birth. So the article goes on to say, to support the possibility that fetuses are sentient, a member of the panel, physician Rima Laibow, spoke out about her own son, who at 3 months was speaking in sentences. The audience, the article goes on to say, did not believe this, but she said that the truth of this precocious speaking ability had been demonstrated at 3 university hospitals. One day when her son was 18 months, he wanted information from his mother about when he was new. He said that he had been startled by the bright light. Now he's talking about his birth. He's got memories of being born. Is this crazy or what? My opinion is this: trust no man or woman from this point on. Okay, that's my recommendation. And view everything through the lens of God's word. Okay, I believe this woman. I did not check her out, and when she was calling back then in 2009 to sign up in protest against this, I don't remember if I did or not, but I know that I went to the site. Again, I don't remember. I think they wanted too much information, so I didn't, but I could have. I don't remember. But she had me fooled, and I'll tell you what, never again. Never.
It's called Teutonic Zionism. That's the culprit behind this stuff.
On this altar is one of a number of daggers which we may use in our rituals. This one happened to belong to the commanding general of the most elite unit of Germany's infamous SS, which was concerned with black magic and occultism research in general. Anything that it could find that had to do with the origins of the human race, destiny of humanity.
The perverted view of the occult held by Heinrich Himmler was of an evil magic that could help create a new master race, the new master race, the new master race, the new master race.
Moment mal, das Urproblem schlechthin sind Menschen, die nicht mehr empathiefähig sind. Psychopathie, Narzissmus, Soziopathie, die verschiedenen Ausprägungen, sind eine Art emotionale Taubheit, eine biochemische Unfähigkeit, normale Gefühle zu fühlen. Aber die Probleme sind heute noch die gleichen. Ja, weil man eben den Kern angehen muss des Bösen, diese wenigen Prozent der Menschen, die empathieunfähig sind. Also praktisch Untermenschen, nicht vollständige Menschen. Ja, es sind defekte Menschen. Upsi Daisy. Das mit den Indianern und den Afrikanern war eben nicht rechtens. Es sind keine Untermenschen gewesen. Das irrationale Denken ist nicht nur in irgendwelchen Stämmen zu Hause, wo dann die Briten gesagt haben oder auch andere Kolonialherren gesagt haben, oh, guckt euch diese Untermenschen an, sie sind noch fürs Baumwollpflücken gut genug und wir, der britische Anglo-Saxon Übermensch. Das waren diese Zeiten, weil man eben den Kern angehen muss des Bösen, diese wenigen Prozent der Menschen, die empathieunfähig sind. Also praktisch Untermenschen, nicht vollständige Menschen. Ja, es sind defekte Menschen.
The new master race.
Man spricht einfach dem Gegenüber, den anderen Leuten, das Recht auf Leben ab, das Recht auf Freiheit ab und verfährt mit ihnen, wie man will, das Recht des Stärkeren.
Wewelsburg Castle is where he performed his ceremonies.
I have been to the Wewelsburg, which still preserves Heinrich Himmler's ritual chambers to this day, and have conducted a black magical ritual in the so-called Hall of the Dead beneath the Wewelsburg. This particular dagger is inscribed to our comrade in the Selbstinzinierung Theodor Wisch, Brigadeführer, a major general in the Waffen-SS. And on its blade, it bears the inscription, Mein Ehre heißt Treu, or my honor shall be known by my faithfulness.
Die Psychopathen Narzissten sind überall Untermenschen. 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 Defekte Menschen, nicht vollständige Menschen. Untermenschen, defekte Menschen, nicht vollständige Menschen. Man spricht einfach dem Gegenüber, den anderen Leuten, das Recht auf Leben ab, das Recht auf Freiheit ab und verfährt mit ihnen, wie man will, das Recht des Stärkeren. Untermenschen. Man kann es den Leuten leichter verkaufen.
If you a stick-up kid in red, drug dealer in blue, a rapper with a mic, salesman with a shoe, salesman with a shoe, salesman with a shoe.